Alright everybody, welcome back to Undead West, the spooky Halloween map that I've been working on with zombies in the Wild West, of course. Now, this is an update here because Halloween, this is supposed to release for Halloween, and Halloween, I'm recording this the night before Halloween, but it's going to be coming out on Halloween, and obviously it's not out yet. So, there was supposed to be a beta releasing. I'm sure it'll release soon after, and I'm just going to be going over what I have so far and the last few things that I need to fix up before I can release a beta, because I'm very sorry that I'm not getting a playable thing out to you guys, because I've heard a lot of hype, and I'm really happy about that, so I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Now, I actually just finished recording this video, but I thought I could do it better, so it felt like I dragged on with what I was saying sometimes. First things first, we're going to start with the main menu that I have set up, and then we're going to go into map tour around some of the notable POIs, mentioning some things, and we'll probably finish up with some of the things I'm planning. I'm not going to reveal everything, but I'll reveal some of the things that will be coming in the updates after the beta releases. So please stick around, I would appreciate it very much. Let's get right into it. Alright, here it is. So, we have a close-up on Smith's Bridge, the destroyed bridge, and you can click on these buttons. Actually, these three don't do anything. They will do something at some point, but you can click on play and choose your spawn location. We're going to head over to... Let's start with Quincy Station here. You can load up, and then once you spawn in, you see the zombies start spawning. Now, I haven't exactly calculated the right number of zombies, so this might be too many. Maybe they're spawning too fast. I don't really know. I also don't have a gun, which you can start to see some issues with certain things around the map. Oh, you can see one of the things. I walked into Quincy Station and it said Quincy Station. Let's see if this one works. It didn't work when I tried to record it before. Oh, it actually worked. Smith's Bridge. You see, I have got a custom icon created for that one, but it likes to move around the screen. I have no idea why the device does that. It just kind of moves it a little bit, and sometimes it goes off the screen, which is really annoying. I don't know how to fix it. I don't think it's my fault even. But yeah, I'm gonna let myself die to these zombies because we're going to see that. There we go. Pretty epic. And we're back on the main menu, and you can play, and we can go to Woodshire this time. And well, seriously, the loading screen is even slightly off. I don't know why it does this. But anyway, we're here. This town is not finished, Woodshire. You know, it's kind of close, but it's just not close enough for me to release yet. So I'm gonna end the game, and we're gonna do a tour. Okay, now before we get into the tour, I just wanted to say that I was recently just accepted into the YouTube Partner Program, which is absolutely amazing. And I gotta thank you all for your support. We're still going for ads. I'm not there yet, but you know. So I will say I just opened up a membership. You know, it's kind of goofy. It's really not super useful for any of you guys, but I've got goofy emojis like an alien cat and a tire. So I mean, that's pretty fire. If you can drop a tire in the comments or an alien cat, or a cool ass custom table, as I say, then you can drop that's the $2 subscription. I'll make this quick, hold on. And then there's one above that, which gives you some other perks. Oh, yeah, you'll also get video shoutouts when you buy that that tier, the biscuits, because it's gravy. Like, I'm gravy man, and it's biscuits and gravy. It's genius. And then the mashed potatoes tier, one above that, for just a couple more dollars, is you also get in-game shoutouts. So like in all my projects that I work on, you'll be shouted out in some way. I can even name a character after you, or you know, put your name on a sign somewhere. Stuff like that. I like to sprinkle in your names. It'd be fun. And now hopefully it doesn't come across as like I'm selling out or anything. This would just be like an awesome way to support me if any of you guys, you know, just have a little bit extra. Obviously, if you can't afford it, definitely don't buy it. You know, if you don't feel like you're getting use out of it, then there's no point. But anyway, thank you for listening to me yap. I also do want to say I'm thinking about setting up. I know that you can attach a store now. I don't know how to do it, but I was wondering if I could try and get something. A lot of you know I make creative tutorials. If I could be able to set up some way that you guys could buy some kind of thing, and then whatever you say, I would make a tutorial on how to do it. I don't know if I can do that, but I want to know if you guys would be interested, because I'm definitely down to make it. Tutorials, they're fun to make, and if you guys need to know how to do something, I just want to ask for a murder mystery, but I don't know how well it would do in the algorithm, so I just haven't made it. But if you guys ask me to do it, then I certainly would. So I just let me know. Thank you. Hopefully that didn't drag on. Let's get into the tour. So we'll start. Each of these green things, as you saw, is what shows the name for the location. So we start off here with Smith's Bridge. Hope you guys like the Sky Dome. I spent a long time on it. I kind of cooked. Not to toot my own horn or anything, you could say. And yeah, you can see the Chapter 1 terrain. Interesting style, you know, different from a lot of stuff you see. I opted not to use the UEFN terrain, mainly because it didn't have desert texture, and I didn't feel like making one myself. So I think it turned out kind of nice, though. It's like a rocky canyon, which a lot of the West was. So then over here, Quincy Station, it's with what Smith's Bridge leads to. It's just a little train station. It's nothing too special about it. And that leads over on a bridge. The train track before, if you guys saw in my last like devlog type video, it used to just come down here and then it would come down this ramp and it would cut off. Now I've got a big curved bridge that goes up and it curves again. It goes past Woodshire, down a giant ramp and out over the river where it is currently under construction. It's not finished, and neither is that side of the river. So obviously it's not obvious. I don't know why I said that, but at some point I am hoping to fill this whole map. But I have plans too, but just for the beta, it's only going to be this section from, you see the walls, so they go around here, and then the river is going to cut you off there, and then there's going to be another kind of wall here, and you're going to go around, you know, it's a sizable enough piece of map, I would say. And then each update, I'll open up a new section. I'll start with going upward, and then maybe I'll go downward, and then I'll finish off with going across the river. So hopefully you guys think that that's a cool idea, you know, kind of build hype through each of the updates. And then across this big plain area is a little, I don't know, ramp up to a mesa type thing with the derelict revelation location. And this really shows off one of my favorite things about this map, is that the darkness can let me kind of more easily make the players look in specific spots based on where I put the lights. So you can see I have here on the graves, and when you walk in to the building, in story mode, there would be something important on the ground here. The light leads you right to it. So stuff like that. It's fun to work with the lights. I don't have them across the whole map yet. Over here is the Lake of Souls next to a motorcycle. Get into why that's there. Once we get over to Woodshire. So yeah, this, you can see it's got the new soul water. You can do little hops. It's fun to use to get away from the zombies. Then over here is George's Gully. Got a little ramp down and a ramp up. You know, I'm planning on stuffing a ton of zombies in here, so this is going to be a good way to farm materials, and it'll also be kind of scary if you don't know what you're going into. And you can see these cliffs aren't done. Now, this is probably this type of stuff that will never get done. It's just that when you're down here, it looks just fine. There's nothing to really suspect about it. So, hopefully you guys appreciate that little behind-the-scenes look. I feel like when I see people make games, I really like to see exactly what they're kind of tricking us with. You know, this is kind of a bit of a trick. It looks like there's stuff up there, but there's really only a few things. Over here we got the big canyon. I haven't named yet. It's kind of hard. See, it dips down a bit, so I thought maybe making the name show up once you get down to this level, but then if you like jump, it'll tell you that you're re-entering it every time you jump. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But yeah, it comes this way, and it will extend that way eventually, and I think I'm gonna have to cut this off before the beta, just to restrict you from going that way. And then this way leads up a bunch of stairs up to Woodshire. So here it is, the first town that you'll encounter if you go, at least in the story mode. And online you can go wherever the heck you want. So you come down here, you can tell it's definitely not finished. So now I'm going to go over what each of the buildings in the towns are going to do. So there's going to be a saloon, a stable, an inn, and a gunsmith. Then here's a bank, doesn't do anything yet. And now in the saloon, you're going to be able to come in here and get a drink, which will be able to heal you. And in the stable, you can come in and buy motorcycles instead of horses, just because it's really awesome, and horses are hard to make. And then in the inn is where you're going to be able to go in and save your progress, specifically just like your inventory and stuff, because you can teleport wherever you want, whenever you want. So it's saving your inventory. And then the gunsmith, you'll be able to go in and purchase weapons with the materials. This is all, you're buying stuff with materials that you get off of zombies that you kill. So yeah, and then you see a system that I was working on in here that I have disabled right now, is when you walk into the saloon, there would be some kind of bartender. You can see where all these speakers devices are. They are invisible in game. Some kind of bartender, and he says a random voice line between 5 of them about you entering in. So it'll be like, howdy there, partner, when you walk in. Howdy, Sigma. Stuff like that. And then when you leave, he'll say something else. So it's kind of cool. I'm working on like NPCs and stuff like that. I've got a couple of voice actors lined up. If you want to voice act and you think you can do a good impression of like an old man in the Wild West, then I'd say hit me up on Discord. Maybe I think there's links in the descriptions to the server. At least you can add me from there. So there should be a different voice for each place, but once there are more towns, they're each gonna have the same voices for each building. All right, so that's about it. I'm gonna finish up with just a few plans that I have once we extend here. Now I want to leave some hype for the updates, so I don't want to reveal everything. But I'll say there's definitely going to be another settlement up top, at least two across the river, and at least one more at the bottom. And I'll reveal the one down here, which will probably be either the first or second update after the beta comes out, is going to be a Mexican-inspired town, because it's, you know, it's farther south in the Wild West. There's a lot of Mexican-inspired buildings down there. So that's going to be. And across the river, because it's farther east, there is going to be some kind of city. So hopefully you guys are excited for the stuff like that. And thanks to everybody who's been sticking with me through creating this map. I've been doing live streams. I've been doing one live stream, but I'm going to do another soon, hopefully. And thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to keep coming with me on the journey of making this. And I hope this video doesn't flop. Every other video I've made about this map has been absolutely awful, so please. Alright, I should come up with a catchphrase, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.